start recording. So today's session, we are going to discuss about joins and unions. So how to do joins and unions in Tableau. So I will connect to one basic Excel file and I'll show you how to do joins and unions in Tableau. So let me open up Tableau. So in Tableau, we can do 4 type of joins: left join, right join, inner join, and full join. So only these 4 types of joins are available in Tableau. So we'll just try how to do that. So I'm just connecting to an Excel file. So in this Excel file, I have 4 different sheets. Yeah, joins and unions. So this is an Excel file which has 6 tables basically. So in this Excel file, I have tabs like join 1, join 2, and join union 2. So let me open that Excel file and show you. So this is an Excel file, so which has tables like this. So join 1, I have details like name and number of siblings. And so join 2 is another table which also has name, and we have a different column where it shows the eye color. So now we are going to map these two. So let me take this table side by this one. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to do join between these two things. So I'll try to do all these 4 types of joins: left, right, inner, and full join. Okay, so let me try with an left join. So before showing it in Tableau, so I'll just tell you what is a left join. Matching records from, so all records from left table. Let's say you're joining between A and B. Okay, so if you're joining between A and B, so A becomes your left table, B becomes your right table. So if you do a left join, so basically you will get all records from A table, which is in the left, and matching records from both tables. So now let's see how this gets applied over here. So when I said left, so here in this case, my left table is this one and my right table is this one. So I'm trying to do a left join between these 2 tables. So as I mentioned here, so all records from left table will come. So I'll take this entire table. So this will be my left output I'm going to prepare. This is about left table. Okay, so basically this is giving me information of left table completely. And what we have, matching records from both tables. So with what we can match? So there is only one column which is common. So these 2 columns, name and name, in both tables are common. So with based on this condition only we can join. By using name column only we can join. So I'm joining it based on the name column. So it will give you the matching records. So it will check for Taylor. So in the first row you have Taylor. So it is matching. So it will get this information. Okay, so you will get this record. Basically, first record is matching. So you will get this. You can get the eye color as well. And next record, it will check for Alex. So in the first row there is no Alex, and it will check for second row, which is matching. So it will get this record as well. And Shannon. So it will check for Shannon record, which is not matching. So you will not get any records. And for Tracy, you won't get anything. So basically these are nulls. Okay, if there is no matching records, so you won't get anything for those records. Okay, so for Shannon, you don't have any color, eye color information in the other table. So that's why we are not able to get the particular information. And now let me make it about. So this is about left table. And now let's see. This is about left table. Now we'll see about right table. So it's opposite of left table, left join. So now I'll do a right join. So in this case, B is the right table. Okay, so all records from right table and matching records from both the tables. Okay, so right table is basically will give us the information about okay, so now I'll create a right table or right join basically. So this is about left join. Okay, now I'll get the right table. So in this case, this is my left table and this is my right table. So as I mentioned, so I'll get all the records from the right table. Okay, so as per the definition, we'll get all records from right table, which is basically you need to copy this entire thing. Okay, so we'll get this entire data. And you will also, so matching records also we need to consider. So there is one more condition we have, matching records. So it will check for Taylor. So if the Taylor is there, so it will get this row value. Okay, so Taylor is matching, so you will get that value. And it will check for Alex. So Alex is matching, so we'll get that. And no other names are matching. So Morgan is not there, John is not there. So the information of number of siblings is not available for Morgan and John. So you'll get nulls. So you will see nulls for those. Because we don't have number of siblings information of Morgan and John in the other table. So that's how we can prepare right join. So you can see the difference between a right join and a left join. So basically, left join is giving the complete information of left table, and whatever, let's say for this Taylor and Alex, you want to know the eye color. So it will check for those names and you can find the eye color of that particular persons. And whosoever name was not mentioned in the other table, which has information about eye color. Okay, so you can get the eye color information. And right join is other way around, where you will get the complete information of eye colors of the customers or the persons, and you can get the information of number of siblings as well. And for Morgan and John, you don't have such information. So number of siblings information is not available for Morgan and John. So that's why you get these records. Okay, now we'll see about inner join. So we'll see inner join. So inner join is basically only matching records from both tables. Only matching records from both tables. Okay, meaning, so it will not take complete left table information. which is A, which will not take, and it will not take the complete information of B, which will only take only the name if the names are matching. The joining condition which you are using, if it is matching, then only you will be able to see the records. Otherwise, if the names of the values are not matching, then you won't be able to see any records. So now let's see based on this data. So I'm trying to do this thing. So basically, these are my, this is, let's say, table A, table A, table B. Okay, so table A is nothing but my left table, and table B is nothing but my right table. Okay, so now I'll do inner join between table A and table B. So only matching record. So it will search for Taylor. Taylor is matching in the other table. So I'll get this record. I'll get this record, and I will also get this record. And Alex is also matching. So I'll get this one, and I'll get this one. So this becomes my inner join. So no other names will match. Shannon is not there, Tracy is not there, and Morgan in the other table it is not there. John is also not there. So you will not be able to see those records. So this is about inner join. And now we'll see full join. Full join. All records from table A, all records from both the tables, and matching records. And matching records. So I will show you how we get the information of matching records and as well as all records from table A and table B. So let me create a full join. So full join is basically, so let's take matching records first. So these two are matching, Taylor and Alex. Taylor and Alex. This is also matching. So let's take this information. So these are my matching records basically. And as we mentioned, so all record from both the tables. So we need to have this information as well. So you need to get this information and paste it here. And you don't have Shannon and Tracy related information in the other table. So you'll get nulls. Okay, so you'll get nulls for this. Why? Because so Shannon and Tracy doesn't have any information related to eye color in the table B. So as we don't have any information, so we keep it nulls. So in database also or in Tableau also, it will be created as nulls if the information is not available. So that is there. And basically this is table A and table B. And now let's see for Morgan and John also, we don't have information of number of siblings. So here these will be nulls. So this way we can create a full join. So all the conditions satisfied. So all records from both the tables are covered. So you can see table A completely, and you can see table B completely. So all these records are from table B, and we can also see the matching records. So these are the matching records. So all are covered. So that is about full join. Okay, so now we'll do the same thing in Tableau. So we'll see whether the output is same or not. So let's connect to this Excel. So join one. So join one has the information of name and number of siblings. And to do joins, you need to double click on this. Otherwise, it will create relationships. So to use joins, you need to double click on the join one or any table that you are pulling and drag and drop join two. Okay, so by default, Tableau will do an inner join. So by default, and whatever names which are there, so header names, if the header names are matching, so Tableau will automatically pick these two names as a joining condition. So if I click on this, so name, it is taking as a join condition. So it is automatically taken. So if it is not taking automatically, you can just type in that particular name from table A and type in that name and of the table B, and then you can make a matching. So basically I have done a inner join here. So the output of inner join is basically only the two records. Only two records are matching. So it is giving you Taylor Alex. So Taylor Alex has number of siblings, and also we also have the information of eye color for the Taylor Alex. So this is one. I'll just close this. So I'll name this as an inner join. And I'll connect to one Excel again, joins and union. And I'll take join one and double click on this, join two. And now I want to do a left join. Okay, so left join is basically the join one table is this one. This one is a join one table. So this is considering it as a left table. So we will get all the information of left table, which is Taylor Alex Shannon Tracy, Taylor Alex Shannon Tracy, and matching records from the other table. Only the Taylor and Alex is getting matched. So you get that information. So it's basically this table. This table you can see. So this is about left join. Okay. And now let's again connect to the same Excel. And now I'll do right join. So click on this, click on right. Okay, so now it is giving you the right table, which is join two table. Taylor, Alex, Morgan, John. You will have all the records from the join two table. You can see the table name also in the header, join two. So you can see that color, I mean, eye color information in the join two table, and only the matching records from the left table. Taylor and Alex is matching, and you will also get the Taylor and Alex number of siblings as well. So basically what we do is we try to get the information from the other table. So let's say this particular user is there. We have the customer names, and we have the information of number of siblings, and we also want to find out the eye color, which is there in the other table. So when you are trying to find out that eye color information, so we need to make a join. So in real time also, you will try to find the information, try to fetch the information from other tables, where by joining, let's say you might have employee ID, employee name, salary in one table, and in other table you might have employee ID will be there, and we will have father name, and the address, some kind of details. So until unless you match these records by using employee ID, you will not be able to see all this information together. So this is sitting in a different table, and this is sitting in a different table. So if you want to see where this particular employee is staying, so the address of that particular person and father name, so you need to join with the other table and make it like a one table. so that the information is visible, and you can get the information like employee ID, employee name, and father name, address, salary, everything at one place. So to get the information of all the details, so we do joins. So this is just a classic example of how we do this left join, inner join, and full outer join, and right join. So now let's see how we can do a right join. So basically right join, it is giving us, so depending on what exact information that we need. So we also need number of siblings, and if you also need eye color as well. So then we should go for a full join. I'll show you how full join works. So let me rename this to right join. So basically I want information of all the persons. So if the number of siblings and eye color information I need, but there are only 2 matching records. So for others, like there are 4 people who doesn't have complete records. For Shannon Tracy, we don't have information of eye color, and Morgan John, we don't have information of number of siblings. But I want all the information. If it is not there, let it show null. So I'll just connect to Excel file. So in this scenario, if I do a full join, so double click on this. In this scenario, if I do a full join, then it will give me all the information, all the records information, and also matching records. Yeah. So in this, I'm getting Taylor and Alex, eye color and number of siblings. For Shannon Tracy, I don't have information of eye color, so those are nulls. And for Morgan and John, I don't have information of number of siblings, so that is also nulls. So it is same like we have created. So depending upon your requirement, we might do left join or right join, full join or inner join. So this is about, let me rename this. So this is full join. Okay, so before going to a unions topic, I'll just take a pause. So if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, yeah. So Prashant, can you tell me what is left join? Okay. Yeah, Himanshu, can you tell me the definition of inner join? Yeah, you are. Inner join. Matching records from both the tables. Yeah. Divya, can you tell me about right join? Yeah. Sri Chandana, can you tell me about full join? Okay. Himanshu, would you like to give it a try? Yeah, yeah, your voice is audible, yes. Yeah, correct. So matching records will come, and also the unmatching records will also come. But if it is not matching, it will show nulls in the data. Yeah, so that's about joins. And now we'll see about unions and all. So now we'll see about unions. So unions, I will show you the data. So here we have information of name, and number of presentations. And in union 2 also I have name and number of presentation. It's basically the same data. I'll just keep it next to that. So okay, so it's basically the same data coming in different files. So sometimes what happens is you get June data in one Excel file. Yeah, Prashant, you were just asking something. Mm. Okay, I'll just show it once again. So click on this Microsoft Excel. Uh, so I'm taking this join one. So I'll double click on this. So this is called logical model, basically. And this is the place where you do joins. And when you drag another table, so when you drag another table, so this is what is called as joins. So I'm connecting this table A and table join 1 and join 2. So, and when I click on this, these are the types of uh, joins that I could see. Yeah, so this is the place where we do joins, and this is called as a logical model. Close this. And we can also do unions in the same place. So I'll just show you the data. So sometimes what we get is we get similar type of information like name or customer name and sales. And for July, you'll get same information, customer name, sales of July. So we get similar data, and what we need to do is we want to combine these two different data. So let's say I have 3 records from this and 3 records from another table. So I want to make a join between these two. Sorry, union between these two. So what will happen is, so I'll get these records. I'll get these records. And I will also, when I do union, it is nothing but appending the data to the this one. So I already have 3 records, and in another table I have 3 records. 3 plus 3 will become 6 records basically. So these are my total 6 records. So that is what happens. So instead of doing any joins, so if you have name, the column names are similar. The column names are similar, so it will append directly. So whatever columns are there, so it will append the data directly. So now we'll see the same in Tableau. Click on here, click on Microsoft Excel, joins and union. Okay, so this is the place where we can do joins and unions and relationships. Joins, union, and relationships. So let's take union 1 and drop union 1 under this. Or just double click on this and put okay, so if you're putting under that particular table, what then Tableau will understand that you are that we are trying to do a union. And you can see there is a highlight, there is a table or there is a box getting highlighted saying drag table to union. So if I drag any table in that particular box, so it will create a union. Let me just remove this union 1. Okay, so both the tables are now unioned. So edit union. So you can see below the union 1 table, I have kept this union 2. So earlier we had 3 records. Okay, so before union, there were 3 records. So union 1 is our union 1 table. And from union 2 also we got 3 records. So this way I have combined 2 different tables. So if you have data, similar type of data in one table and similar type data in another table, and if you want to combine those records, so then we do union. So that is about union, and now we'll see how we can combine if we have a different columns. So I'll just rename this union with similar columns. So in the data you could see, so you have same columns. So you have name and presentation, which is same as this one. And if you go to this union name mismatch one, so you have name, number of presentations and expenses. And here you have a different data. Okay, so you have name and number of presentation, which is same. So this is basically these two are same. And you have a different one for this one. And you have different one for this one. Okay, so you have expenses in one table and you have expense report in another table. So I will show you how this data will appear. So let me just take, so if I do a union for this, if I do a union for this, so basically I will put this, so whatever is matching, I can keep directly under that columns. Okay, so under that columns, I can directly keep it. And expenses, you don't have nulls. So in this table, you don't have the information of expenses, so you'll get nulls. And expense report, basically you'll also need expense report from the other table, and expense report is available only in this table. And in this table, we don't have the information of expense report, so these will be null. Yeah, so this is about this one. Okay, so this way we can do a union all, where we can still do a union even if we have the different column names. So let's just do a union all. Union name mismatch. Basically, I'm trying to do like whenever there is a mismatch in the column names, how Tableau will combine the data. So I have taken union name mismatch one, which has name, number of presentation, and expenses. And when I drag union name mismatch one into this, so I'm trying to do a union. So I'll drop it here. So it is making a combination. So name and number of presentations and expenses you can see. And in the other table, you don't have expenses information, so you are getting nulls. And whenever you have expense report, you can see those values. And in the primary, in the first table, you don't have the information of expense report. So for those, it is showing you nulls. So I'll just create this, rename union name mismatch. Okay, so this is about union and left join, inner join, and full join. So we'll just see it here. So basically, we have discussed about types of joins. So there are only 4 types of joins that we can do, and unions in Tableau. And what happens if a names mismatch in union? So there are, so union is nothing but whenever you have similar names, then only we will be able to do an union basically. So name and number of presentations, name and number of presentation, this column name should match to do a union. If the columns and column names are not matching, then you might get nulls in the data for the columns that are mismatched. Okay. So now let's see. So these are the these are the tables that I have taken. So where name, number of siblings, and name and eye color. So basically, when I do an inner join, basically this gives me information of Taylor and Alex. So information of Taylor and Alex I can see, and you can see in a Venn diagram as well. Only the matching records will come. So if you do a join, inner join, you will get only the matching records from both the tables. And left join. So left join, if you do, you will get complete left table, which is Taylor, Alex, Shannon, Tracy. You can see Taylor, Alex, Shannon, Tracy information, and eye color information also from the other table. So Taylor, Alex has also information of eye color, which is blue and brown. So you can see that information. And in the Venn diagram, it is represented. So you can see the complete left table and matching record from both the tables. And in right join, basically it will give you the all the records. So in this example, it has only 3 records. So it is giving you 3 records. And whatever names are matching, it is fetching you the number of siblings information. And wherever it is not matching, it is show you null. And the full outer join, basically it will give you total information. So Taylor and Alex are the matching records. For those 2 names, you will have the number of siblings and eye color. And for Shannon and Tracy and Morgan, so it will be wherever there is no information, it will show nulls. Yeah, so this is about unions in Tableau, where we have done different joins, like where we want to combine these 2 tables by just appending the data. So there is no join condition at all. So you don't need to match anything. You just need to keep the records under this. So if you have 3 records and in the other table you have 3 records, just keep these 3 records under that table. So there is no need of doing matching the records. There is no need of mapping with the other table. So name does not need to match. So in case of joins and all, it has to match in somehow it has to match. Otherwise, you will get the null as an information. But in case of union and all, it doesn't have to match. So you can just keep the records under the other table. So that is about names which are similar. And this is one example for names which mismatch, number of presentation and expenses. And here you have expenses separate column and expense report separate column. So wherever this information is not available, it will show you null. As this table is not having information of expenses, so Tableau is showing null values there. And wherever this expense report is not available, so it is showing null values in the table 1. So this way, we can make use of these 3 types of functionalities in Tableau. So today we have discussed about joins, unions, and union names, union column names mismatch. Okay, any questions? Okay, so yeah, so let's get continued. So yesterday we have missed few of the action filters. So let me just connect to Superstore, sample Superstore. Okay, so I'm taking an example of customer name and sales, and I'll put region. say all, and put the region in the customer name next to customer. Okay, here I can see customer name and region values. Region and put category. Okay, so let me create a parameter. Click on this, click on create parameter. So now I want to create a string region parameter. Click on list and add values from the existing column. So I want to add columns from existing sample superstore, which is region I want to add. So in region I have central, east, south, west. So I want to see this three in the parameter and say okay. So I can see that region parameter got created. Region parameter, show parameter control. Okay, and so I can control this parameter using action filters. So click on this worksheet actions and click on change parameter. And I want to apply it on sheet 6. And target parameter is region parameter. Say okay. Say okay. Worksheet actions. So source field, okay, I need to select source field as well. So source field is basically the region column in this sheet 6 and say okay. And you can see the parameter is getting changed whenever I click on this. So if I click on south, and you can see the parameter is getting changed automatically. So you can see that is changing. And when you click on this west, so that is keeping on changing. So with that, you can control the other worksheets. So let's say if I create based on the region and I'll put sales and also use region parameter in the calc. Say okay. Put this in the say all and okay. Write a calculation like region parameter equal to region. And put this calculation and select true. Okay, so whenever we select this parameter, show parameter and select central, you can see central data, and select east, you can see east data. And this parameter also we can control with the selection. So if you select south, you can see south, and based on that, south will be shown here. And this will help you in the dashboard. So sheet 6. Okay, so with this, so let me create in the dashboard level. Say dashboard. Dashboard 1, sheet 6. Say okay. Yeah. So you can click on this. So if you click on this, so the parameter is getting changed. Because of parameter, here the value is getting changed. So you can make this dashboards interactive by creating the the parameter actions. By creating the parameter actions, you can change the parameter as well. By using parameter actions, you can change the parameters, parameter values. Okay, so that's about how to use parameter actions. So now let's see how to create some different charts. So as we have connected to this one, I'll just show you some different charts. So let me connect to sales and subcategory. I'll create a tree map. Can anyone tell me about significance of tree map? What does it show? Yeah, Himanshu. Mhm. Yeah, perfect. So basically, yeah, so in three different ways it shows a representation. So one is hierarchy, which is main in tree map, and intensity of color and size of boxes. Okay, so in these three ways, we can identify the value of the sales. If the intensity of color is more, we can say the value is more. Even if the size of the box is more, then also we can say the sum of sales value is more. And hierarchical arrangement will be in such a way that in every time in left topmost value will be the highest value, and right bottom will be your lowest value. It will be arranged in a certain way so that you can understand to your left whatever you see you will have the highest values, and to your right bottom you will have the lowest values. So that's the main importance of tree map. So I'm just creating a tree map, and I will also create a pie chart. So the importance of pie chart is to show the contribution of each and every region, the contribution of sales by each and every region. So I'm just clicking on. To create a pie chart, you need to have minimum one dimension, minimum one measure. So I have one dimension and one measure. So just click on this pie chart. So you can see pie chart and you can see the values. And basically it is to show the percentage contribution of each and every region. So just show the percentage contribution. So let's put this in the label, and in the label I want to show the percentage contribution. Let's click on this percent of total. So what it will do is it will show you the percentage contribution of each and every region. So west region is contributing 30 to 31.8%, and central region is contributing 21% of the sales, comparing the total sales. So this way we can make the pie chart, and I will create this as a do not chart. So there is do not chart is not directly available. So I'm just creating a workaround for this. So to create do not chart, we need to have this sum of zero like this. And we will get two different axes and make it as dual axis. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is in one chart I will have pie chart, and in the other chart I will make it as a circle, and I'll make this as blank and keep it in the center of this pie so that it will look like a donut. So let's right click on this and make, so before right click on that, I'll just remove everything from this and make it as a circle with white color. Okay, so you have this color. So I'll make this later as a white color. Let me do a dual axis. Okay, so dual axis, I did that, and I will increase the size of the pie chart, and I will also increase the size of the circle chart so that it will look like a donut. And I'll change the color of that inside circle to white. So this way I'll create a donut chart, and I'll remove this headers, right click on this headers, and I'll remove this zero lines. Click on this server, format lines and click on this, remove the 0 lines, make it none. Okay, so I have created a donut chart, and now I will create a side by side bar chart. Side by side bar chart with, let's take state. Let's take state, or let me take a different subcategory. Subcategory, and I'll take sales and profit. Okay, so for this, to create a side by side bar chart, you need to have two measures. More than two measures you need to have. So click on this side by side bar chart, and you will be able to see by subcategory wise profit and sales. You can see fit with. Okay, so you can see sales and profit, all values together. So this is about side by side bar chart, and I will create one spatial chart by using state. So I'm just double clicking on this. So when you have geolocation, so as we discussed earlier, let's say country, state, district, city, postal code. Tableau will automatically identify these fields or these columns as geolocations. And for these columns, it will create latitude and longitude fields automatically. So with this, we have discussed in our starting session, where Tableau will create geolocation for these columns. So state is a geolocation. So when you double click on this, you can see a map that will appear for each and every location that is there. Okay, and you can specify the sales value. Okay, depending on the size of the circle, we can identify the sales value. Or based on the intensity of the color also, we can understand where exactly the value is moved. So this will color the entire area. So earlier it was just showing the dot where the state is, but here it will color the entire state with that sales value. And you can identify there are some places which are colored with and intensity of the color is more. So there you can identify the sales value is more. So I'll just write this as a spatial chart. Okay, so now I will have four different charts. Let me put everything. So let me hide all these worksheets. So now I have four different charts. Tree map is there, donut chart is there, side by side chart, and spatial chart is there. So I want to create a dashboard. Sample dashboard, let's say. And make it its title. So click on this. So whatever name that you are providing here, it will show on the top. So click on this and make this as automatic, and use this tree map and make it as center. Say okay. So this is how you put it in the dashboard. So whatever sheets that we are creating, whatever sheets that we are developing, so you need to keep that in the dashboard to present. So we can't just publish this worksheet and we can't present it to the clients. So it's not the right way. So I have prepared this tree map and do not chart, side by side chart, and spatial chart. So now if I want to show it to anybody, I'll put all these worksheets together into a dashboard so that it is easy to see. So I'll just show you how to keep it. So there is a separate session where I will tell you about all these dashboard components and how to keep it in the dashboard. So today I'm just showing you briefly about how to keep worksheets in the dashboard. So by using tiled mode, you can arrange all the worksheets in a certain way where you can So you don't need to arrange the size and height, width and height of the charts and all. So it will Tableau will automatically arrange those things. Yeah. So now I'll hide all these worksheets. So for the client, you don't need to show any worksheets. So just show the Tableau dashboard. So I'm just hiding all worksheets. Okay, so I can see the information of all the states, and you can also label the states as well. Put the label on top of this and put the value on top of this. Okay, so here also you can see the information. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. No, however we are seeing, they will also be able to see. So you're asking like how to identify, right? If you click on, if I click, yeah, if I click on this, that will get highlighted. And profit, if you click on this is getting highlighted. So with that, you can identify. Hmm. Why do you share it in pictures? You share it in the, you share it in public. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. So that, see where, so depending on your audience, you need to prepare. So you can give the information here itself. So you can put this information on the label. So while sharing, then they will understand this is central and this is west, this is east. So if you, depending upon your audience, so basically most of the audience will have access to Tableau server. Until unless they have access to Tableau server, we won't be using Tableau desktop, right? So if you are trying to send for somebody, if you are trying to send it an image, so then you need to give proper information in the image itself. So they might not be able to see these legends and all, or they might not have the control to click on anything. So it's better you design in such a way that they will understand everything. Mhm. Yeah, we can keep, yes. So put it in the floating mode. Yeah, we can do that. So this is related to sales. So you need to keep it in floating mode. So then only you can keep on the top of the, like this. Yeah. So this way you can make use of this. So uh, so dashboard designing also most important. So we can create any number of sheets, but presentation is most important than creating the worksheets. So you have to present in a better way. And so if you are arranging, all the sheets has to be in the consistent size. So if you see the height and width of this sheet and this sheet should almost same, and it looks like a consistent dashboard. And sometimes what happens if you show something like this, something is not consistent. So it's better you have all the worksheets all the dashboards look alike. And when you are using horizontal or vertical bars, so in this I'm using vertical bars. So you have to use vertical bars only in the entire dashboard. Otherwise it will look odd. So yeah. Remove the titles. Yeah, so that's about today's session. So in this session, we have discussed about the joins and unions and also how to keep worksheets in Tableau. Any questions? Okay. Okay, then thank you all for joining. We'll continue tomorrow.